Hey
Hi.
y'all, welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn.
And on Instagram and Ravelry, you can find me as TooLizForYou, TOOLIZZFORYOU.
And I'm CPREDMOR on Ravelry. On Instagram, I'm usually posting as Knitting in Our Jeans. And major accomplishment this week, I went to school. They managed to get my computer account fixed. So I now can actually submit grades again.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. It only took us like 3 weeks to get this done.
You know.
I can look at and see how many people are going to be in my classes. What a shock. And what else did I get done? I got something else done this week I was going to talk about and just went in one ear and out the other. Oh, well.
I don't know, Mom.
I don't know.
You didn't text me about
Very,
it.
very sad. But I did get my computer stuff done.
That's
that's
good.
Excellent. Yes.
That is good.
So go ahead.
I've
been watching the Tour de France, and it finished today, and my heart is going to be sad until 11 months from now when the next Tour de France comes on.
And then next summer she's got a double dose because it's Tour de France and then Olympics.
Yes. I've gotten a lot done because I got my fond memories done, and I'll be showing you how much I've gotten done on the other thing. But first, Elizabeth's got something she's finished.
I finished my second pair of Skew socks.
They just look huge, but I know they fit.
They do, and they are great. So I'm really happy with that. So they're done. I'm still weaving in ends, but I'm really happy that they're done.
That's excellent.
So these are done, which means I started something else for my purse, but we'll get back to that in a minute. My Ninnilchik, which is not
It's
so much
gorgeous.
a Swoncho.
No, it's not.
It's a sweater, and I did just try it on. It's still like boob tube kind of stage, so I don't particularly want to put it on, but I mean, and also because I took
So
back
it's
off of the longer cord. But I did the math correctly. It fits around my shoulders pretty nicely.
It does.
And it's going to be, it's going to have probably about 8 or so inches of positive ease. I'm not going to do any further increases to it. I'm just going to kind of edit the pattern from here using my current stitch count.
But sweater math works.
It did! And I'm really proud of it. One thing I did notice is that I'm pretty sure that I didn't take my row gauge before I washed the swatch, but
Okay.
my row gauge, and if you feel that, I don't have my swatch with me, but if you feel the fabric, this is much stiffer than the washed swatch, so I do believe it will grow slightly, to the point where, like, this section right here is just under an inch right now, and on the swatch it's about 1.25 inches. So it's not a huge amount of growth where it would be absolutely horrendous,
Unwearable.
and unwearable. But it's just something that I got very worried about when I was, before I got it to a point where I felt comfortable putting it on extra long needles and trying it on. But I did just try it on, and it looks really good. And I'm really excited because I think I'll definitely wear this as a sweater more than I will as a poncho or a Swoncho. But I hope I'm still being true enough to the pattern by still having about 8 inches of positive ease, even though the pattern calls for it would be 29 inches of positive ease on me if I did not do the math and decrease it. So yeah, but I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to continue on with it. It's moving pretty quickly, as you can see.
Great.
I started it Monday, Tuesday, something like that. So it's going pretty quickly. It's also pretty addictive with the color work. So I'm on the 4th, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4th color chart. There are 6 in total. So I'm hoping by next week to have the body done so that I can properly know how much of the CCs, the coordinating colors I have or contrast colors I have. Because I do intend on continuing the color pattern, the like 2-3 more color charts on the sleeves, to still stay as much with the original intent of the pattern as possible.
That's a mouthful.
I know. But I'm really happy with it. So far, I still am on the first skein of each color. I only have one of everything, but the this is called Pearls. It's by Fuse. I'm using the Merino DK by Fuse Fiberworks, and it's just so pretty, and I'm so happy with it. What you can see, I think, right here, maybe not.
Trying to show
The dental floss.
Oh, I saw it.
So there's dental floss right in the increase row, because I wanted to be able to rip it back to that point if it didn't work. So just a little tidbit. I thought it was a ingenious thing to do.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I'm really, really pleased with this.
That's great.
So, Rhinebeck sweater number 1, almost done. Well, a quarter. I'll say it's a third of the way done. Correct?
Yes.
A third of the way done.
Yes. All right. So next weekend, we're not sure whether we're podcasting or not. In fact, we probably not, unless you're going to drive out to Port Jeff and we'll row out to get you.
Unless I come over on like Thursday or something.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a concert on Thursday.
Okay.
We'll figure something out.
Could be Wednesday. Could be a short week.
Could be a short week.
Because we're supposed to leave. My nose is itching
on Friday.
We're supposed to leave on Sunday.
Right. And
for 3 weeks.
Yes.
And you're going to a wedding. And our first night will be in Port Jeff. So depending on what time you get back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we may record on Wednesday night when your father's sailing. Or it may be 3.5 weeks. You know, the last time we tried to leave, we didn't get to go very far because Richard got sick. So I'm not making any promises about exactly how long this is going to be, because it could be quite short. We don't know. So far he's been okay, but, you know, we'll just take it as it goes.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
And we're going to be working on Friday on getting the water tank completely connected. So anyway, I've had an interesting week.
Uh-huh.
These are my Doctor Who socks.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes, your police box socks,
my
your TARDIS socks.
Right, so, this is fine, right?
Oh, the hole in the toe.
As a whole. I don't have an idea of how that hole got there, but it looks like
it just let go.
It just let go. So that's one of the things I want to fix tonight. Get that done. And then my sweater. This is a store-bought sweater.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something in the house that is enjoying eating the sleeves.
Yes.
So this stitch marker is marking where that hole is. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the Kid Silk Haze and basically darning the sleeve, because that's what I've done.
On the other one.
On this side.
Yeah, well, it's like my derecho, which has
right there
unknown
is where it was eaten.
Yeah.
And now it's done, and nothing's gone back after the sleeve. So I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking, but other than I'm going to be fixing this with my Kid Silk Haze, and then that's what will be fine to take with me. I had been working on my hematite, and if I hadn't wanted to make a bit of a change in it, it would be done. Let me show you. So, I did the sleeves in the darker color, but I don't really think I think it shows up nicely. I'm very happy with my sleeves. I think it's kind of an exclamation point for the sleeves. And then it's just a little summer sweater.
It's really cute.
All in garter stitch, and to get some length on it, some just additional length, I did the hem in the black. And so what I'm doing is I'm picking up the black along the side here. And I will do the same hem along the side, around the neck, and down the other side. So it will bring it into about here. And I think that will make it a really nice sweater. I'm very pleased with the whole thing. I think it's a really nice, cute little summer, restaurant chill kind of sweater. So I'm very pleased with that. As I said, it's not finished because I've decided to do a little bit of an edging on it.
To pull the black into to edge the...
I'm edging the sweater in the same black that I'm stepping on down here. The same black that I used for the hem. And I think that will work out really well. And since I'm going away, I will be bringing my brioche sweater with me, but you never know when a sweater's going to have to go into timeout.
Yeah.
So I was looking at what's at your feet, and I have this Felba.
Yes.
That I think I would take out
and reknit.
Good. It's just looking kind of tired.
Well, also, it's been at least 2 years.
Yes.
So your gauge might be different. Might be significantly different.
Might be. And then in here I have that nevertheless scarf
that you want to do.
That I wanted to make. So I'm thinking I'll take this bag.
Okay.
With everything that has been pre-wound. Sorry about my head disappearing under the desk. So this will be taken out, and I'm just going to reknit that. And I will then get at least one pair of, looks like these are red cord.
They are.
Yes. Very nice.
Chaggoos.
Chaggoos. I'll get a pair of chaggoos back. That'll be
if
nice.
You're going to reknit it.
I'll take the chaggoos. They'll
use something else to reknit?
No. I think I'll reknit it in the chaggoos.
Oh,
I may just... I will try it on and see how the size fits. But I'm going to take this. I think what I've got is this bag here.
That I got you.
Yes. So I think what I'll do is I'll take that bag with me on our trip. And the bag is water resistant at least.
And it has a big zipper on top.
Big zipper, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
So that'll be excellent. And I'll take my brioche. And I have started...
The swatch.
The swatch, as I think I showed last week. And I was trying to do it in the pattern, but the pattern in row 3 or 4 starts to increase. I went, no, I don't want to be increasing. I think I know what size I want to make, but you've got to check the gauge.
But we did find that she can do it in the brioche rib, and that will still give her one of the gauge.
Yes.
That is listed.
So I will probably want to do about 6 inches to check on that. And if I don't get that done before we leave, then I'll bring the next size up needles with me.
And down.
Well, I don't think down is going to be a problem.
True.
But I can bring a set of needles with me. I think I have a set of needles in the other bag. So I can bring a set of needles with me, so I will have needles of all sizes, just in case.
Good plan.
So I'm hoping this week I am losing, I've got stitch markers all over the floor. I picked up 4 so far. So I'll be taking that with me, and that will be good. So we'll fix these things. We will finish. I'll finish the hematite before we leave, and then I want to make one of the dresses because I did get that the remainder of the fabric that I needed.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'll make one of those dresses, and that'll be good. We'll be in good shape. That's my plan. So what are you working on?
So I started
Just
the Scalene to work on the subway yesterday. I went into the city and I saw a Broadway show with my best friend from high school. We saw What the Constitution Means to Me, and it was very good. I recommend it highly. It's essentially a one-woman show, and it runs about an hour 40, an hour 45. No intermission. Once you get seated, essentially, and the show starts, you will not be allowed re-entry. If you decide to leave. Just be aware.
Really?
Yes.
No bathroom breaks?
Nope. Go to the bathroom beforehand.
How long does this last?
An hour and 40.
Okay.
So, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, so I recommend that. But I wanted to have something for the subway, and while we were waiting in case we got there super early, so I picked up the Scalene for Mom, and I started it, and so I'm just going to work on it here because it's Garter Ridge stripes, which is easier than the Ninnilchik is currently. Then also...
And plus the Ninnilchik is going to be getting bigger and heavier.
And well, it's going to be getting longer, yes. So I also, remember how I told you all that we were doing the Pick For Me poll-based thing on Nerd Girl?
Yes,
so I posted something saying, you know,
what should I finish?
What should I do? Because I'm starting my Rhinebeck sweaters instead of knitting all these things. So what should be my purse project? And everyone voted for, or the majority of the votes are for my Hitchhiker out of the scarf colorway it's a Doctor Who colorway. And I have 2 different skeins of it, so I am switching skeins every block, every other block. So I think I will see how far I get on the Scalene in the next few days, bringing that back and forth, and maybe I will pack the Hitchhiker. But I do have a wedding to go to this weekend, so...
Are you flying to that?
No.
You're driving.
I'm driving to the Philly area, and then Ben's going to drive the rest of the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what's on my needles right now.
What are you going to wear at the wedding?
Probably that red dress.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep. You've all seen that red dress. It has a keyhole
I'm
detail.
working on the pickup here.
Yes. So. Wow.
Yes.
So I got a lot of things to talk about this week.
Cool.
So first,
that's one thing about being monogamous with your knitting, you end up with not all that much to talk about. But I was really
which
happy.
we noticed last week.
Yes. So, you know, I am monogamous and I'm getting things done, but boring is what I am. Go ahead.
So, if we all remember my shifty, I submitted that for a knit-along on Nerd Girl, and I won a prize. I won a skein of Squish, which is a bulky weight yarn, in the colorway Purple Man. So, yay!
Very nice.
I don't know what it's going to grow up to become yet, but it's pretty.
Very nice.
And then, trying to think. Okay, we're going to stick with yarn for now. So, I don't know if you all follow the same people I follow on Instagram, but if you've been following Jessie Mae, let me look it up. Jessie Mae, you will have seen her diaphanous sleeve pattern.
Oh,
and
very nice.
Let me see if I can find a.
Oh, and remind me, I wanted to talk about Lady Di. And
okay. But that.
That's lovely. Lace weight.
Yes. So that's the picture that got me really interested in it. It's going to be released on the 2nd of August.
Oh, Friday.
Friday.
Yes.
I might or might not already have yarn for it.
Oh, God.
So I thought it would be a great use for my unapologetic yarn from Yarn Inc. from last year's Tits Out Collective.
Nice.
And then, instead of getting mohair, I looked on webs and I got this this alpaca. It's 100% baby alpaca in this
pretty.
like light lilac-y gray. It's called Lilac Snow. In Lilac Snow. And so you hold it really together for part of it, and then the sleeves, I believe, are all in this. And so I have...
How much did you have to get?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 skeins of 400 yards each. Yes.
Okay.
So we'll see how much of it I actually need. because the pattern hasn't technically been released yet, and it's an average kind of that they've released for the yardage.
Okay.
But it's about 800 yards of fingering weight, plus the I think it was about 2,000, right? Yeah, of the lace or mohair. So I'm very excited about that. It's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be really pretty. I don't know. We'll see.
Sure, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah. All else fails, I might not hold the lace weight with the Unapologetic. I might just have it as the sleeve section. But we'll see.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't know if it's going to mute the Unapologetic too much. But I think...
Swatch. Swatch.
I know. I need to wind the yarn for that.
Okay.
So, that is something that came in the mail this week. Another thing that came in the mail is my...
Ooh.
So, we all remember my purple pants that I love.
Yes.
I found dupes in red on Amazon.
Did you?
Because that's who I am.
How did you do that?
I found them somewhere. They're not lined, so they're lightweight. The others are fully lined, and they are of heavier weight fabric. But I'm still very excited about these. They look almost identical. And the red of my purple pants are still out of stock in my size. So this makes me feel better. Unfortunately, I did realize that red is a very seasonal color. Like, it's kind of something you can only wear in the fall and winter.
Really?
For pants. Like, I don't know what I would really wear with these right now.
White, cream.
I feel like this is a very fall ensemble. Like if I added these pants to this.
Whatever.
So we'll see. I'm just very excited that I found them and that they fit.
I think that's great.
They were pretty economical, so I can buy a few other colors of these and wear them to work.
I would see if you could make some linings for them.
Yes, well, that then brings us to our next acquisition.
They will last longer.
So, I have purchased the pattern for the Winslow Culottes from Helen's Closet.
Oh, nice.
For the full-length palazzo pant, which Mother already knows about.
Yes.
And for Rhinebeck, I have purchased this beautiful brown, gray, it's called Black Mud.
Not the best name.
Not the best name.
Very pretty color.
It's very pretty. This is a wool twill. It's very lightweight, which I think will be good for the pants because they're very long and need some flow to them, being that long.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be lining these, even though the pattern also doesn't call for lining. I am going to be lining them so that they have more longevity. As well as, this is a wool because they're technically for Rhinebeck, so we need some warmth.
Well, as you know, we have had a recent Rhinebeck that was up to 80 degrees, and many of us could not wear our Rhinebeck sweater. That was the Rhinebeck. I was so sick and you weren't there.
Yes.
I ended up catching some stupid infection, and by Sunday couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah.
I was lucky I was able to get out of bed and drive 2.5 hours home to make it home because I didn't teach the entire next week. It was that bad. But anyway, it was very warm. But we've also been to Rhinebeck when it snowed.
Or like last year when we were very happy to have our coats because it was very cold.
It was very cold.
And windy.
Yes.
Which is why Mom was very hesitant about saying that I should buy this green crepe de chine. Look at it. Touch it. This is not for Rhinebeck. I had to tell her this.
It's for pants either.
You said we could hold it double.
And hold it double.
Hold it double. I bought
it was on sale.
Double.
Okay.
So I bought 10 yards of this, and including shipping, it came to approximately $6 a yard.
That's incredible.
And it's so beautiful.
That is incredible.
It's this beautiful green.
It is very nice.
And it's got this lovely shine to it, which actually isn't being picked up on camera. But it's got this lovely shine to it.
Well, it's crepe de chine.
I know. It makes me so happy. And what I have seen...
is this from Mood?
Yes. And what I've seen on Instagram is people with the Winslow Culottes and the Morning Glory top, but the Morning Glory top changed into a wrap.
Oh.
So converted into a wrap to make a faux jumpsuit.
How cool is that?
So your girl might be doing that.
I like that.
I think in this would be really pretty.
It would be. It would be very nice. Your backpack's not going to get made for weeks now.
I just realized that too.
Oh.
Unless I come over and do it
On
while
Wednesday.
you're gone. Or we do it on Wednesday.
Right.
We could do that. We could do it.
Yeah.
I might. That might be what happens. Because I would very much like that. So, yeah. The only problem with the Winslow Culottes is that it is a PDF pattern, so I have to cut and tape all of these pieces together.
It's not that bad.
No, I'm just concerned about getting all of the edges straight.
I don't think it's that bad. I've done it.
Okay, well, I was going to ask, Ben has one of those straight edge paper cutters, and I was going to see if I could borrow that.
It's a good idea.
Because that would make that easier. And then I am going to trace it onto Swedish pattern paper and keep that as the pattern.
Good idea.
Obviously, I printed out the size I am by measurements and the size below and the size above, so that if, due to the muslin that I will be making, because this is the first time we're making pants for me, if we need to go up or down, usually it's only by one size. If we have to go more than that, I can print it out again. But I thought, just being kind of more rational, let's just do the one size up, one size down.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. Reading through the pattern, it looks pretty easy and pretty doable. I mean,
we'll see.
We're also decently accomplished.
Yes.
In terms of our skill level.
Yep.
Skill level. The other thing that this whole thing has made me kind of really interested in doing is maybe getting a lightweight denim and doing them in a lightweight denim.
Well, that'll be nice.
It would be really nice. But I kind of want to get the wool pair first. I want to get the wool pair done first and then determine whether or not I want to do the denim pair. Because I think it'd be really lovely. But I want to make sure that we have one pair done first before I buy all of the fabric. So those are things that came in the mail. And then I realized I had this box that has a pattern and fabric in it.
That pattern is old.
Yeah. I don't think... So this is the pattern that I have. I don't think this is a pattern for me anymore. No. But I have cute little buttons, cute polka dot fabric, and some lining of some sort, or the under fabric for this.
Yes, that's what that is.
So I'm going to have to take a look, remeasure how much we have, because it looks like not a lot. So we'll see.
Oh, it might be a cute dress to wear to a summer wedding. That would be very cute.
I don't think it's me.
I see. With all the ruffles?
And the spaghetti straps and it feels very 90s or early 2000s.
Well, you could make the straps wider.
I could.
And you could get rid of the top ruffle.
Yeah.
That would help a lot.
That would help.
With 2-inch wide shoulders and getting rid of the top ruffle.
Yeah.
I think that might help a lot. But you should look and see.
Yeah, we'll see. Also because I don't think I fit in this pattern anymore.
Even with all your exercising?
Yeah.
No. Huh. Yeah. Well.
So, we'll see. We'll see how much fabric we have. And then, I saw that I have this fabric, which, depending on how much fabric I need for that top, if I make a second one, this could be a really cute, like, overlay
Yes.
for a wrap top. I have a lot of this. Like, a lot of this. I don't know where it's from. I honestly don't know where it's from, but I think it's really pretty.
It's very pretty.
And who knows? We might have some fun with it.
Do we know what pattern it went with?
No. I think it was offcuts from someone that, like, was given to me.
Oh, could be. Could be. What a riot.
Yeah. I remembered it, and I was like, well, you know, it's pretty.
You had an exciting week.
Yeah, so I found all that, and I was like, whoa! And then I also was like, I should bring this to the house.
And talk about it.
Because also...
Well, this is where the sewing machine is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also because, and I could have my sewing machine at my apartment, but I don't have the space for laying things out and cutting them.
With all the yarn.
No, I just, like, my living, like, the only space big enough would be, like, the little hallway section, and that would only be big enough for the fabric, not me plus the fabric to cut it.
Got it.
Yeah, I thought about this. So most of the sewing stuff is over here, just due to spatial constraints.
Yes.
Which is sad, because I would like to be able to just sew. But there are these things called spatial constraints.
Yes.
In apartments. Specifically in New York.
Yes.
But
you've got a nice one. So.
I do. So I'm not complaining about my apartment. I am complaining about the fact that it is just not big enough for all of my crafting projects.
Your father had a patient come in on Monday or Tuesday, and I was working away on my hematite, and she goes, you know, you knit so much. I bet you're going to finish that sweater by the time I'm finished my whatever she's doing. Not that day. It's a procedure that goes on for several weeks.
Okay.
And I'm smiling, thinking, I'm going to have this done by next week. So I said, yes, I bet I will have it done.
That was very good of you.
Yes, it was polite of me.
Yes.
Since, you know, I thought I was actually going to have it finished for you all today, but I was making it with scant amounts of yarn. Just the one skein of Asylum and the other one of Corgis. And I really probably should have had another skein. So the black is taking the place of that. And I'm really very pleased with the contrast between the black and the multicolor. I can't tell you what the black is because it came from my stash of yarn that I have already used. So it was a relatively full, it was at least half a skein of some black fingering that I had already used. So good use of stash.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pick up the stitches along both sides and the neck, and I will then do the edging for as long as that skein holds. I do have some ends that need to be woven in, but all in all, I have woven in most of the ends for as I went along. I did put in a stitch marker, so I have done this much today. I put that in as I was watching the Tour de France, so I can take that off. I can't remember what else I was going to talk about this week. I did get back to my bicycle riding, so after we finished the Tour de France, I took my iPad with the Bitgym, get the name right, and did about 21 minutes, so I was very proud. So I'm working on my way down up to 30 minutes. And then remember to ice my knee. So for those of you who, perhaps like me, are having a few little knee problems and you find the exercise is good for the knee, don't forget to ice it when you're done, because last week I did forget to ice it and it was going back at me. You know, I did also remember that we didn't say welcome to everybody. We say hi, but we don't say we're really glad to see everybody.
We are, though.
But we are, yes. We readjust our glasses. We're really glad to see you all, you know, both faces, well, faces that are long-standing and people that may have stumbled over us just recently. And I wish we really could see you all. That would be a whole heck of a lot of fun on a Sunday night, when we are podcasting. But anyway, welcome very much. We really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to and watch what we do. It certainly keeps us going in times where we might not feel that creative and might want to, I don't know, give up a project. Having talked about it on the air, we're much more likely to stick with the project, to figure out how to fix the project, that kind of thing, I think. So it's been really good for us, too. Yeah, so I'm going to be working on my brioche. I've got this bag of stuff to take with me. We have to start working tomorrow night on what meals we're going to take with us. I have to take out my meals that I've got. Well, not cookbooks, but the take-along. Excuse me, the take-along meals. So it's the roast beef that I've got in the cabinet. I have a 1-pound canned ham. Oh, God. They're so cute. It's a Dak ham. So I'll make that up as a ham one night, maybe in the mac and cheese like we had it. Mm-hmm. So I'll get the mac and cheeses out that we've got. I'll get the rice out. I'll get all those things that we can carry with us, and I don't have to go to the store, and they don't have to be fresh. So that if we can go out, we do. And if it's horrible weather, then I can cook on the boat, and it works out pretty well. So I have to work out all those different meals. I know I have to get some taco shells. Mm-hmm. I think the roast beef works really well with taco shells. Did you have the roast beef in the taco shells?
I don't recall.
You don't recall. Anyway, Richard and I think it works really well in the taco shells.
I'm trying to think, we were there Friday night, or we were there Wednesday night, Thursday night.
Did you have taco shells on the boat?
We came back on Friday. No.
Oh, well then you didn't.
Yeah, no. We had dinner here on Wednesday. Thursday we had mac and cheese, and then Friday we had the fish tacos here. Here,
right. So I make roast beef tacos.
Oh, wow.
They're very good with canned roast beef. So it makes it's a nice juxtaposition.
Yeah.
So, and I found you can also get canned ground beef, which I don't really think I have any at the moment. But they also work good in tacos because you add the extra spices in. So I'll look to see if I have any extra ground beef. So I usually take about half of the possible dinners with us with the idea of eating out most nights. And so if we don't use it up while we're away, it's all canned. It's fine. And I'm really, it works out very well. So can you think of anything else that's going on?
Not really.
My watch just told me there's an update in the software that it can do tonight.
Oh, good.
Yes.
At least it didn't tell you fell down.
Oh, it's been doing that a lot. I'll throw my hand like this and I'll go, "Did you fall down? Oh, no! It's been a sudden deceleration." I went, "No, I've been sitting in the chair."
I've just been motioning to hit father, you know.
You know, it's like the Harry Potter game that I downloaded. It asked me today if I was in a car. No, yeah. I was actually in the recliner. So I don't know what its problem was.
GPS drift, probably.
I guess GPS drift. So, other than that, there's not a lot new. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I managed to find the textbook for my class. I knew I had brought it home, and I went to school, and they were going to fix my computer account, and I actually went to the bookstore to buy another copy of this book, and they didn't have it. For some reason, they had already sent back the books from the first summer session, and they hadn't brought in the books for September yet. And I went, okay. And I went through that whole bookshelf over there, and I found it.
Good. Well done.
So I will take that with me to read. And I have to get in touch with Wiley to make sure they get the class set up, because my class starts the night we get back, or the day we get back. So I'll see about making some videos and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm very pleased that I got the textbook. Very, very pleased.
That's very exciting.
We get back from our sailing trip, and the next morning I have to go to school.
Yes.
But it's only going to be 1 or 2 days a week. For the first 3 or 4 weeks, and then I'm done. And then the The MBA class goes for 7 weeks, and that's an online class. So that should be fine. As long as my computer holds out, I'll be fine. So that's what I was going to say. I found the textbook. So
that's good. I'm very happy for you.
Thrilled. Are you kidding? I'm thrilled.
And I just realized you wanted to talk about Lady Di?
Oh, so Lady Di was following on Instagram. I've been following her for a while, and she said that she had if you remember, Elizabeth had a...
the Funkadelic 10 club.
Right. So there's a Rhinebeck club from Lady Di, and there's a bag, which I thought was really cute, and there's
a whole bunch of yarn and
buttons.
They just announced a few more things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how exciting. So anyway, I bought it.
And Mom texted me and was like, I did this thing. And I was I was kind of waiting for this message.
I think it's $125.
Which is reasonable. That's how much mine was.
It's not inexpensive. I'm just saying it's not inexpensive.
No, it's not. But it is a lot of good quality.
It's a lot of really good things for Rhinebeck. And the other thing I noticed that we didn't have any pattern books that came in this week.
No, we had piecework, and I meant to bring that up here, but I think I left it on the table downstairs. But there aren't many patterns in it. They reprinted a bunch of patterns from their Downton Abbey.
Yes.
Collection.
Yes, they
because the movie is coming out in September.
Did I show you this? I found this piecework.
Isn't that sweet? Pretty?
So speaking of piecework, this is a pattern, I think, for a really cute little girl's cardigan. They call it an exquisite baby jacket, and this is from this summer. So
that's sweet.
I think it's very sweet, and so I've got that out as a possibility for one of the babies coming in November. So
yeah, so that came, but there weren't there. I feel like piecework is a lot more articles.
It is,
and a lot more historical kind of needlepoint and needlework, both knitting and embroidery, kind of, and weaving and just textiles in general. Information,
and so some volumes I think I get a lot out of, and some volumes I'm thinking I'm not getting anything out of. So it's really kind of hit or miss type of stuff. I mean, once they talked about Dorset buttons.
Yes.
And that was interesting.
There was a lot about Estonian and Orenburg shawls this time. Estonian lace and
in fact, there is a simplified version of an Orenburg shawl.
The triangle one.
Yes.
That was actually quite pretty, yes.
In there. By the woman who normally does the Orenburg shawls. So yeah, they do give kind of entree to some of the more historical techniques and crafts that they highlight. So it's not a bad magazine. I don't think I'm renewing it. It was on automatic renewal, and I believe I have taken it off because after this fall, I'm not quite sure where our peripatetic feet are going to take us. And
you will see.
Piecework was not something that needed to travel with me.
No. Unlike Vogue or even the other one.
I renewed Vogue, so that's going to come with us.
Nice.
Yes. So anyway, anything else, darling?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I have major cast-on-itis, but that happens.
I know, but looking at all these bags under this table, the number is decreasing.
It is. You were doing quite well.
I think I'm pretty proud of myself for getting so much done. I think I may actually. That is that red. Yes, that is that red sweater.
The Myrna?
Yes, this is the Myrna that I would like to strip out again or frog again and start
from,
because I think that is just delicious.
It is.
But it needs to be monogamous because its construction is not as simple as you think it might be.
It is an Andi Satterlund pattern,
and it is. And it kind of comes over the shoulder and does all kinds of stuff. So I may add that to the list. And in that case, I really only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's yours.
This is
I see 9.
That's yours.
Yeah, this is yours.
This is mine. Yes.
I think I see only 9 or 10 bags underneath the table, which for me is amazing.
That is amazing.
Yes, and so then I could cast on some of those things that are over there.
You could.
Yes.
You could.
We're getting there. We are
slowly
getting there.
but surely.
We are. We really are. And then I did talk about last week how I had signed up for 2 advent calendars.
Yes.
And then you showed me.
So on Thursday, on August 1st, Project Semicolon will be released, which is a collaboration between 31 different dyers, I believe. Just give me a second, I'm writing. It is a collaboration between multiple dyers
for an advent calendar.
And it is 31 artists coming together for a common cause, suicide awareness. So it's A Homespun House, Asylum Fibers, Autumn and Indigo, Bad Wolf Girl Studio, Candy Shop Yarns, Chasing Rabbit Fiber, Chelsea Yarns, Dandelion and Daisies, Dragon Horde Yarn, Earl Grey Fiber Company, Forbidden Fiber Co., Haute Knit Yarn, Hugh Loco, Katrinkles, Leading Men Fiber Arts, Legacy Fiber Arts, Lola Bean, Long Dog Yarn, Plank and Stella, Spun Right Round, Stranded Dye Works, Suburban Stitcher, Sugar Plum Circus, Traveling Yarn, Tuft Woolens, Twill and Print, Wax and Wool, Woolen & Co., Yarn Cafe Creations, and Yarn Inc.
And I think suicide prevention is a really good cause.
Yeah.
So I had said that I wanted to have this year 3 advent calendars because I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I like gifts every day. And I think that this is going to be my 3rd one.
So it will be released on August 1st at 5, or the pre-orders will be released on August 1st at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Do you want me to set? You can set an alarm for it to be prepared.
Yes. That would be Thursday. That's going to be difficult because I may be out with your father on the boat. So I may ask you to get that for me.
I might be at a concert, but I will have
You'll
probably
have
better
more
service
Wi-Fi than I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is by Yarn Cafe Creations. She's the one organizing it. It's a fantastic group, and it's for a fantastic cause.
Yes.
The price has not been announced yet, which is why I'm a little hesitant to confirm if I'm going to get one or not. But I think if Mom gets one, then we only really need one for the household. I'm still trying to decide what advent calendar I want. Or ERS. Advent calendar, parentheses, S. Parentheses, plural.
Right.
I want, but it's a great cause, and it's a great group of dyers.
Oh, it's an amazing group of dyers.
So,
and I really can't wait. So, yes, if you would put that on your alarm for me.
Sure.
Because I will be out drifting in Long Island Sound.
Oh, crud.
Now what?
I forgot that it's someone's birthday.
Oh, well, I'm glad we looked something
At the
up.
calendar.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent use of calendar. Anyway, before we meander on any further, was there something else? Something had blown through my mind, and I was going to say something about it. Oh, wait, I got an email from the woman who runs Rhinebeck, Karen, and she says that the classes in total are about 77% full. But if we could make an announcement on any of the social media, and we had made an announcement last week that we only had one space in one of our classes open, and say thank you very much, and we're looking forward to seeing you all at Rhinebeck. So I'm publicizing the fact that Rhinebeck does have some classes open. We didn't sign up for any classes this year. Nothing really hit our fancy. I would love to take another weaving class. I had such fun with it, and really I think I need just additional instruction in getting the tension right on my loom. And now since I have my own loom, it would be nice to show her some of the idiosyncrasies I have with my loom. So I would love to have that sometime at some knitting conference.
Woolen does some weaving classes. You
I
can
may
take a
have
look
to do
at
that, especially now that I'm not going to be working full time.
Yeah.
Note the big smile. So remember Rhinebeck in your thoughts. You might want to think about a class. I know the one basket class that we wanted was full. Like, I don't know how I didn't get in, but we didn't.
I somehow was up at like 2 a.m. that morning, and I realized that, and I just checked because Mom hadn't texted me, and it was all sold out, and I was like, I might have texted her at 2 a.m., or I don't remember, and I just remember you were like, we didn't get it, Rumble. I was like, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, that's a Wendy Jensen basket, and
Yeah.
at some point, I understand her classes are wonderful. So that class was sold out.
Yes.
The class on Saturday that she had conflicted with our class, we could take it. So remember Rhinebeck, think about taking a class.
If you aren't already. And if you
Right.
are,
Great.
Yeah.
So that's about all we know. We will see you sometime, if not Wednesday, really possibly on Wednesday. Then we'll see you when I get back.
Yep.
And we think that may be the end of August, but we're not sure.
We're hoping it's the end of August.
Yes, we do, because that means that everybody's been well.
Yes.
We are going up to Cape Cod via the boat, so it takes us a week to get up there. We plan to be there for about a week, and then it takes us a week to get home. It's very simple. Should be nice and restful. As you know, I'm bringing knitting with me, so I'm really looking forward to it. So it should be good, and if we can get the water tank set up, we'll have plenty of water.
That'd be good.
It will be good.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to that.
We're going to weave in some ends.
Bye,
Talk to
guys.
you later.